Hey Connor, welcome. Alright, so I have no idea what this game is, but it's good to see you. I literally just grabbed a hold of it, basically. But it looks pretty cool. Basically, you've gone back in time, and you're basically able to control time and other stuff. I don't know. I might as well just read what the Steam page says before I look like an absolute silly goose. So it says you travel 2,000 years back, and you're reliving the final days of Rome, basically, or cursed Rome. And you have to question locals. Also, this game is made on the Unreal Engine, so that's very interesting. What have I been doing? Just I made dinner, live streamed. I live streamed, made dinner, live streamed a little bit more. If any of you don't know, I stream on Twitch, same name, 2 p.m. East, every day, give or take. Sometimes I stream earlier, but the only day I don't stream is Sunday. So there we go. Yes, this is the Forgotten City. I have no idea what to expect. Like, this is literally blank and fresh for me, so here we are. Also, apparently, we aren't supposed to go beyond the White Hallway, whatever that is. So, I guess we'll play till the White Hallway, and then we'll move on to something else, I guess. I don't know, but also I'll probably find some way to make YouTube chat appear on screen someday. It's just not gonna happen right now. We're gonna play a new game. Team of 3 people, 4 years. Huh. Alright. A story with multiple endings.
Hey, you're alive. When I dragged you out of the river, I thought you were never gonna wake up. I checked your pockets for ID, a phone, maybe. I hope you don't mind. But all I found was some loose change. So, wanna tell me who you are?
Oh boy. Have you, Key? Because I haven't. And I've heard a lot of different games. You know what? We're going to be, we're going to be email. Okay, enough for the bad jokes. Hold on. No, come on. I'm trying to get OBS to not reflect. There we go. Our name shall be that name, because yes.
Well, it's nice to meet you. And I'm sorry to pry, but any idea why you were floating down the river?
Nope.
What's the last thing you remember?
I'm going to say I was searching for ancient ruins because... Oh, wait. Oh, so if I pick one, okay. So we have insight into the world with military airship firearm, but only 10 bullets. 25% faster when sprinting. Or this. Alright, guys. You guys get to pick. Which one? Are we searching for ancient ruins? Are we on a current mission? Are we on the run? Or do we barely remember anything? This feels a lot like, Elder Scrolls. Just saying. I do love her face, though. She's a very gentle face. Yeah, it does have an Assassin's Creed feel to it, too. That's right. So, Key, if you've heard of this game, do you know what the mod for this game was for? Do you know what this game... Because this game is based off of a mod that I don't know what the title of it is or what game mod's for. I feel like... Okay, so we have... I barely remember anything and Carnivote's Ancient Ruins. You know, I actually like not being able to die quickly, so Key and I kind of have the same thing in common.
It does look like you took a pretty hard blow to the head. You're just lucky you've been given a second chance. Which is why I feel terrible for what I'm about to say, but I have a favor to ask. There are some ruins just behind you. Roman, I think. I need you to go in there and see if you can find a guy named Al for me.
Why can't you do that?
He went in there a few hours ago, and he hasn't come out. I've been freaking out, wondering if he's trapped, or injured, or worse.
Why can't you do that?
I would have gone in after him, but he made me promise to stay here.
That makes sense.
There's no way I'm leaving without him. So I'm just kind of stuck here, waiting. What I mean is, I was hoping you wouldn't mind going in there to find him.
Okay.
If you can do that, I can get both of you back to civilization in my boat. Please?
Let's ask her some questions.
Of course. Sorry, I don't mean to be pushy. I just... What do you want to know?
Alright, so let's ask her about... So it is a mod for Skyrim. Okay, no wonder this game gives me Morrowind Skyrim vibes. No wonder. So let's ask her her story.
There's not much to tell. Feels like I've spent my whole life in a dead-end job with an endless commute. Know what I mean?
What's her name?
I'd rather not say if it's all the same to you.
Okay.
All right, fine. Sorry if I sounded cagey, it's just that I don't always get the best reactions when I introduce myself. My name's Karen.
That's fine. I'm gonna thank her for saving my life, as a polite person should.
You're welcome. Always happy to help. Was there anything else you wanted to ask?
Why is her name Everyone Hates Key? That's not true. Okay, so who's Al?
He's the guy who washed up on the riverbank not long before you did. I thought maybe you two knew each other. I guess not. But maybe the two of you can piece together what you're doing here. In any case, you'll like him, I'm sure. Once you find him, that is.
Okay. And where are we?
You really don't remember? We're in Italy. This river is the Tiber.
Oh, the Tiber River. Okay, gotcha.
Not much, really. But imagine what you might find in there. Priceless ancient artifacts.
She's really harping on these ruins.
What am I, an idiot? You could hike a long, long way in any direction and never find another soul. Trust me.
Okay. I'm just asking. It's okay. Okay.
Great. So you're ready to go look for Al?
Fine. Let's do it.
Thank you. The entrance is just past those columns behind you. Please, hurry.
Okay.
Oh, and he left this here. But I think you'll need it more than I will.
I'd rather you be. Oh, look, look, Connor, she gave me a flashlight, and I can interact with it. Woo! Bunk, 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 bunk. Okay. Thanks. Ooh, I can finally look around. Wow, this game is pretty. Do I have legs? No, I don't. So her name is Karen.
The ruins are just beyond those columns. Please, hurry.
Let's see, we can crouch. We can jump with arms. Okay, that's good. We can run. Okay. Mouse wheel is to pull up flashlight, huh? That's cool. So this was originally a Skyrim game. Makes sense. So this game, like I said, was made on the Unreal Engine. I'm a sucker for Unreal Engine games, so that's why I wanted to play this with all of you watching. Sure, Connor. You can ask the next question. How about, I mean, you can answer the next question. But that. Oh, yeah, I know. 10 out of 10 visuals. Yeah, I know. I'm loving it. Yeah, I know. She does look like she's kind of scared. And you would be too if you found some random person floating across water. You know? Now the game tells me I can run. Well, I figured that already, game, because I have a big brain. Water effects are not bad. You know, just the discovery of this temple thing alone, it would mean a lot to the archaeological society, you know. That's quite okay. Oh, look, it's a door. Oh, look, it's a backpack. So Al left his backpack behind. Why don't we just take it with us? Give us extra room to pick up things. Psychological horror. Well, I do love Silent Hill. And I do love Alan Wake. And I do love Resident Evil. And I do love basically any good horror game with a good story. BioShock is a great game with a great story.
If you're reading this, it means I've discovered the entrance to an ancient Roman city hidden deep underground. Its existence is long forgotten, all knowledge of it lost, except in the Latin inscription here. It reads, "You who wish to enter the city, step forth and be judged. The virtuous shall be rewarded with eternal life in paradise. The wicked shall find themselves showered in gold, but in vain, for this shall be their final resting place." Could an underground city have remained a secret for all this time? The people have survived down there, against the odds. It seems there's only one way to find out. If I'm not back in an hour, I'm somewhere on the other side. Consider this an invitation, or a warning. Al Worth.
Okay, Al. Oh, the door just closed. Swim! Okay, so I don't know where the White Hall is. Okay, Key, what's the game called? What's the game called, Key? Because, I mean, I do know a lot of horror games. I've played a few, too. But I'm curious now. My flashlight doesn't work. Oh. Because I keep pressing F like a dummy. It's mouse wheel. When darkness comes. Oh, I've heard of that game. No. I don't want pizza. Whoa. Look at this. This game already is giving me Paradise Lost vibes. It's fine, Key. This game is already giving me Paradise Lost vibes. Stop whispering like that in my ear. Press F3 to quick save, F9 to quick load. We're just testing it. Okay, it works. Cool. So there's just a very slight, like, spike when the game renders everything in. Connor, I don't think you have to worry about Key, you know. Do it again, do it again, do it again, do it again, do it again. Want to flip over again, do it again. Yeah, I've heard of it, Key, but thank you. I'll look into it. Maybe, we'll see. I'm not too great with horror games because I freak out way too easily with them. Hello. Oh, now come over. Let me not come over. There we go. So funny. They all look scared of something. That's so. Ooh. Wow, look at that. Oh. Well, guys, I found out. That's unpleasant.
To whoever reads this, I'm sorry you had to find me like this. And worse. She'll suffer the same fate I did. I've spent a lifetime in this place, going around and around in circles, searching for a way out. The inscription was right. There is no way back. And here there are only two options: death, or that godforsaken doorway into the past. I made the mistake of stepping through it. I wanted to set things right. And I tried. I really tried. Whatever I did, it took me right back to the beginning. Don't make the same mistake. Better to end it all now. And find out what awaits you beyond that portal.
This looks like teeth, honestly. Yeah, I'll look into it, Connor. I mean, Key, don't worry. Don't worry. I don't speak your language. Guys, it's Sauron. Whoa. Hello.
Salve, friend. I'm Galerius. Mind telling me who you are and what you were doing in the Shrine of Proserpina?
How, okay, Connor. How are we gonna answer this? Is it good? How are we going to answer this question, Connor? You wanted to answer, so how are we gonna answer this? Also, I think Salve is good morning, be well. I think. If my Latin is correct. So what do you think, Connor? What should we do? Middle answer. This one?
What? I'm speaking Latin. You are too, although your accent's a little strange. Oh, I see what you did there. Changing the subject like that. Nice try. But I'll ask again. Who are you, and what were you doing in the shrine?
Alright, now what? Which one, guys? I love this look he's giving me. Like, like, he looks like an actual person. It's great. You know what? I'm just gonna be honest with him. How about that, guys? Let's just be honest with him.
No idea what you're talking about. Oh, wait. Are you a bit, you know, not right in the head? That's all right, friend. Everyone's welcome here. We sort of lose track of the date down here, but it feels like the beginning of spring to me, so I'd say early March? It's 817 AUC. Sorry, you look confused. 817 years since the founding of Rome. Which part of the Empire are you from, exactly?
Oh boy. Oh boy. Basically, we traveled back 100 years. Or war. 110,000, whatever that Steam description is. Let's just say never mind.
But listen, most folks seem a bit confused when they get here, but you seem very lost, and in more ways than one. So let me make this nice and simple for you. Live by our law here, and we'll all get along just fine.
Right.
Not laws, law. There's just one, the golden rule, and the punishment for breaking it's, well, it's kind of horrific. But our magistrate insists we take all newcomers to see him, so I guess I'll let him fill you in. So then, you coming?
Sure.
Follow me. When I first arrived, I couldn't believe there were people living down here. But, as you can see, we've got a nice little community now.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie, this place is beautiful.
Only 23 of us at the moment, if you count the 3 who are missing. No idea how, since nobody knows a way out. But it's just big and dark enough to get lost in, if you're not careful.
Aren't you going to introduce me to your handsome new friend, Galerius?
Keep it in your loincloth, Aurelia. I'm taking him to see the magistrate.
That pompous old bore won't be magistrate for much longer. Anyone who helps vote him out today drinks at my bar for free tonight.
Politics. I'd stay clear of it and her if I were you. She's, it's not my place to say. Down on your right is our farm, where I grow all the food you'll ever want. As long as all you want is leek, cabbage, and wheat. Huh. That one usually gets a chuckle.
We're gonna find out.
Bloodless shadows wander without flesh or bone.
Ah, don't mind Livia. She means well. She's just been in a bad place since... Well, you know, I don't know what happened to her.
It's the only thing. Don't hurt anyone. Don't. Probably ask questions. Is the next one.
Up here on your right is the chasm. If you've got a weapon, it belongs way down at the bottom. Up on your left is the forum, where you can visit the market or get yourself patched up in Lucretia's clinic in the Shrine of Apollo.
Wow.
Most of us have almost nothing, just what we had on us when we arrived, and what we've been able to make and scrounge up since. And this central plateau is where the magistrate and the other patricians live, so don't expect a warm welcome.
Hilarious. You're meant to be working the farm, not trudging dirt into the villas.
Take it easy, Horatius. I was just taking our new friend here to see the magistrate.
Well, he's asked me to escort the newcomer personally. The farm. Go. Now.
You'd better go with him. But just remember, they're not like you and me. Don't let them use you.
What was that? What did you just say?
I said it'll take some getting used to.
Yeah, I'm watching you, farm boy.
A Phil Knight. Monsieur Blanket, thank you for the follow. Even though I'm not on Twitch, but thank you for the follow. I'm going to save, just in case I die. Hi.
Greetings, citizen.
Hi.
My name's Horatius. Magistrate Sentius asked me to escort you to him personally. Follow me, please. Follow me.
I'm not going to give him a hard time.
The only thing you really need to understand right now is the Golden Rule. Let me see if I can explain it this way. When I was serving in the Legion, if there was a mutiny brewing in one cohort, the legate in charge wouldn't waste time finding the bad apples among hundreds. They just divided us into groups of 10, made us draw straws, and whoever drew the short straw had to be executed by the other 9.
Oh, right. Hey, Monsieur Blanket, how you doing? It's good to see you. It's good to see you. Jeffrey started streaming again. Are you... dumb question, are you, Fruit Loops? Is that who you are? Or is it someone else? But it's good to see you regardless.
Didn't matter whether he'd done anything wrong. One of us in 10 would die for the crimes of the collective. We call it decimation. If that seems like rough justice to you, you're in for a rude shock. Because the Golden Rule is exactly 10 times worse. The magistrate can explain the rest. He's up these stairs.
Okay.
What now? He's one of the better commanders I've ever had. That's for sure. Good stoic. Lives by Seneca's words.
Well, it's good to see you.
Treat your inferior as you would wish your superior to treat you. Can't ask for much more than that. I'm a legionary of the 1st Italica, but there's not a lot of fighting down here. So the magistrate has assigned me other duties. I act as the magistrate's right-hand man, keeping an eye on his daughters. Daughter, I should say. And the others, and making sure they're all behaving. I also keep a register of new arrivals.
Cool.
I'm from Liguria, up north originally. I was doing all right for myself. 12 years into my service. Had a nice girl lined up for when it was all over. Not anymore. She's probably figured I'm long gone and moved on by now. I try not to think about it. My commander sent me to deliver a message to Rome. While I was there, I thought I'd do something nice for my girl, and pick up a little pendant from a silversmith. That's when the crowd started flooding through the streets, shouting fire. People were screaming, trampling each other. Then some Genetricum fugitor tried to take advantage of the chaos and pinch my pendant. I remember chasing him through the crowds, down towards the river. And then, nothing. Blacked out and woke up near here. No idea how I ended up floating so far downriver. But I'm fortunate to be alive, I suppose. Ah, don't be. As Seneca the Younger said, difficulty strengthens the mind, as labor does the body. That said, Centilla's disappearance has been more difficult than I'd care to admit. Well, as I always say, it's kind of like a divine version of the practice of decimation in the Legion. By threatening to execute 1 in 10 men, the idea is to ensure order and discipline among everyone. And it works. If you knew you could be executed because your brother-in-arms is planning a mutiny, well, you'd bloody well watch him like hundred-eyed Argus, wouldn't you? Because your only chance of saving yourself is to stop bad things before they happen. Makes us all responsible for keeping each other in check. It's brutal, of course, but effective. The Legion wouldn't be the most formidable force in the world without it.
Okay, so I can't pause the game. The music is kind of going. It's kind of drowning him out, and I have a problem with that.
What's done is done. I was forced to execute my brothers in arms, and those memories will always visit me in my sleep. But life is harsh, and I've come to accept my lot. As with the Golden Rule, I don't have any control over it, so railing against it would be like trying to stop the seasons or the tides. As Seneca the Younger wrote, true happiness is to enjoy the present without anxious dependence upon the future, not to amuse ourselves with either hopes or fears, but to rest satisfied with what we have, which is sufficient. For he that is so wants nothing. If you like. I don't see why not. Just make sure I get it back by tomorrow.
Sweet. Commoner, Tavern Keeper. Guard. Prison Warehouse. Hannibal. Interesting. I don't know why. I feel like I'm going to have to keep track of these, aren't I? Thank you.
Of course. I went around asking the same questions when I first arrived. Never did find a way out. But I learned how to accept my situation. To bear trials with a calm mind robs misfortune of its strength and burden. That's from Seneca the Younger, if you're interested. All right?
There. It's so cool.
What now?
That is
Alright.
so cool. The fact that they animated all of that. That's so freaking cool. It's a good question.
Oh, another one fresh out of the baths, I take it.
Hello?
Ugh, I wish Horatius would stop letting barbarians in here. What do you want?
Sorry.
I trust you can see yourself out.
I'm sorry. Okay. This place is so pretty. Wow. Okay, it's a shrine. Cool. Thank you for making me your daughter and for the lovely birthday pendant and promise I wear always. I feel so safe and fortunate to have you as my father and Senti as my sister. Since you've been feeling apprehensive about the election next month, but if you can just show them a strong dependable man, I know you'll be reelected, I'm sure of it. Huh. I am snooping. Oh, look at this guy. He looks fabulous.
We're finally alone. I assume you already know who I am. May I know your name?
I'm Philofhatsandgames. This is my favorite place on that station.
A curious name to match a curious accent. But I digress. Now, you're probably wondering why I summoned you, and I'll get to that. But first, take a look at this wondrous place, would you? A secret city built deep in the mountains many hundreds of years ago.
Yeah, it is.
Indeed. More importantly, consider the miraculous community we've built here over the last 7 months. 22 complete strangers brought together by the fates, living and working together in our own little paradise. And in all that time, not a single sin has been committed. No fights, no theft, nothing. Have you ever witnessed something so extraordinary as a city without sin?
I know, right? I was going to say something about his nose, but I refrained.
Nor could I until I came here. But the reason for this miracle is as simple as it is terrifying. If even one person commits a sin here, every last one of us will die. You see, the builders of this place, whoever they were, left inscriptions warning, "The many shall suffer for the sins of the one." From what we can gather, breaking the law here will anger the gods and provoke a terrible punishment. Like the curses of Medusa and Midas combined, turning us all to gold.
Okay.
We've come to call it the Golden Rule. It's extraordinary that we've survived as long as we have, and each day I grow more and more afraid that our time in the sun is almost up. And now it seems that day is finally here. All that matters is that somebody in this city is about to break the Golden Rule. Why else would Proserpina send you now? Unless you and I can stop them, our doom is assured. I know that's a lot to take in, and you look like you have questions. Please, ask away.
My brain. Right. We're gonna start up from the top and work our way down, guys, okay? Like every camera and every movie when it pans to a female.
An intelligent question. There was a good deal of debate about that in our first weeks here. Does it refer to crimes or to some other ill-defined wrong? Of course, everyone agrees on the basics. No theft, no assault, and certainly no murder. But beyond that, it was more difficult to reach a consensus. What about lying, insulting someone, blasphemy, trespass, trying to escape, bribery, infidelity, suicide? As magistrate, I had to exercise leadership, and so I made a decision. We must uphold the laws of the Empire to a standard never before seen. And we must honor the peace of the gods, the sacred accord between the gods and the people of Rome. It is only by offering the gods the proper respect that we may prosper, as Rome has for centuries.
I'm not going to argue with this guy. I'm just going to, because I feel like arguing with him.
I'm glad you agree.
The key things to remember are that we have laws forbidding treason and blasphemy, murder, assault, and rape, as well as theft and arson and so on. I have made my pronouncement on the subject. Unfortunately, there are still those here who resist, whispering blasphemous and treasonous lies in the shadows. I would be keeping a close eye on them if I were you. You see, in my search for a way to save my people, I learned of an ancient ritual to Proserpina, the goddess of the cycle of life and renewal. It's said to open a doorway in time, so that if the unthinkable happens, one person can pass through it and travel back to the past. And when I saw you arrive in a flash of light from the goddess's shrine, I knew that person was you. You don't belong in our time, do you?
Nope.
2,000 years? That is unfathomable. Please, tell me, in your time, what did you see? What had become of us? Of this city?
Well, Rome kind of fell because it got too big for itself, and it also threw all kinds of people into the lions, and also until the Hun happened. And then Persia fell, and a bunch of other places fell, and, well, now there's guns and tanks and computers and cell phones and the internet, and you guys are just structures now, unfortunately. I'm sorry.
I have imagined it, our downfall, 1,000 times, but it still breaks my heart to hear the truth of it. All I can tell you is that it's a ritual sacrifice to Proserpina. I stumbled across instructions. I have to recite a prayer, and of course, as with all rituals, some sacrifice is involved. Usually that means wine or food, or in some cases a live animal. In this case, the sacrifice is rather more costly. The life of the person performing the ritual. I don't suppose you saw any sign of me in the future? I assume that was me. If I'm forced to perform the ritual, it's going to cost me everything. You'll try to make sure I don't need to use it, won't you?
I mean, I'll try.
Well, I suppose that's all I can ask for.
This guy seems like a nice guy, you know? He's doing his best. I'll give him that. He's doing his best. Yes, he has an enormous, long, big nose, but he's doing his best.
Well, I believe you're in the best position to go around asking people questions. You're new here, and it'll seem perfectly normal. As for me, well, it pains me to say my attempts to impose order have not earned me many friends. I fear I may not even remain magistrate after today's election. The people here would only treat my curiosity with suspicion. You shouldn't have that problem, though, unless, of course, you get off on the wrong foot.
Fair enough.
Do you ever stare at a problem for so long that you can't see it for what it is anymore?
Yep.
What's needed here is a fresh pair of eyes. The less I prejudice the independence of your investigation, the better.
Monster blanket. Yeah, he does. But he means well. He does.
You mean you couldn't speak Latin before you arrived here? How strange. But the gods are active here, and their temples and shrines hum with power like nowhere else in the Empire. Perhaps when Proserpina brought you here, she planted the seed of Latin in your mind so that you could better serve her.
Okay, awesome.
Indeed. If I understand Proserpina's ritual correctly, that problem should take care of itself. Let me see if I can explain. If you manage to prevent the sin that breaks the Golden Rule, I won't need to bring you here. I won't create the portal, and you will never have been able to come here. Thus, you'll have created a paradox. If this occurs, you should be flung back to your own time, having changed the past for all of us. Make sense?
I think so.
Ah, good. So, are you with me? Can I count on you to figure out who's about to break the Golden Rule?
I mean, I don't really have much choice. That's honestly the answer I would give, but I'm gonna say I'm in.
Wonderful. Now, I need you to investigate the city, talk to everyone, help them if it'll win their trust. I authorize you to enter private homes and inspect possessions and documents, unless, of course, you're asked to leave. Figure out who the culprit is, and as soon as you have a name, come back and tell me immediately. Oh, and one last thing. If I were you, I'd start my investigation by visiting Lucretia at the Shrine of Apollo in the Forum. I heard wailing from there not long ago. Seems like something's not right.
Cool. I mean, I guess he is. I guess he is pretty smart. I mean, the Romans were smart people back in the day. That's clever. She's clever. She's a clever person. This game is just awesome. I don't know if that was the White Hall. I really don't know. What? But I think it is because, heck with it, we'll talk to you. Hi.
Oh, look, you're back. How lucky for me. What is it now? You know, some people say it's the creation of an all-seeing God who's watching everything we do. But what kind of an awful, incompetent God would let my sister go missing on his or her watch?
Okay.
Did you hear that? Curse you, you coward! Where is my sister? What do you have to say for yourself? No response. Nothing. That's what I thought. I'm telling you, this mysterious god of ours has to be asleep on the job. Either that, or, like people are saying, it really is just a children's fable my father is exploiting to frighten us into behaving. I suppose we will. I'm Sentia, eldest daughter of the magistrate, but you'd know that if you'd been invited in here and introduced properly. What are you doing in here, and why are you dressed like that?
It's a long story.
Really? I'd never have noticed, what with your flawless accent, appropriate attire, and impressive mastery of our customs. Now, remind me, why are we having this conversation? Well, that's just a stupid rumor. We have no idea what happened to Scintilla. I wish you mouth breathers would just leave me alone.
Mouth breathers. Mouth breathers.
I don't know. Can you? Can you tell me how a person could have disappeared from a city with no exits and no crime? Was she snatched away by the harpies? It was 3 weeks ago. We ate our evening meal together, and I remember she seemed happy. In love. We went
And
into
before
our
she
rooms.
eloped.
I went to sleep. And
They
when I
probably
woke up,
eloped.
she was gone. That's it. I think so, yes. But she was very careful about keeping his identity a secret, even from me. Because our father had plans to marry her off, eventually, and even a rumor about her attachment to some mystery man might have ruined those plans. I don't know, but it's been 3 weeks since she disappeared, and he hasn't come forward. That might speak to a guilty conscience. All I know is, whoever he is, he's still here in the city.
I love these facial expressions they're making.
That doesn't surprise me. To him, it was like a prize cow wandering off from its paddock. He's upset, of course, but he says he's too busy with the election to help look for her, so he's letting Horatius do the heavy lifting. Some good that's done. You really aren't from here, are you? All Roman women are named after their fathers. I think it's their way of branding us, like cattle to be sold at market. His family name is Sentius, so I'm Sentia because I'm the eldest, and my little sister is formerly Sentia Minor, but she is affectionately known as Sentilla.
I don't really want to insult her, so...
So you'll help me find her? Oh, thank you. You should probably take a look through her room. It's the one just by the front door. Maybe you'll find something the rest of us missed. Thank you.
Honestly, if it brings her some peace, then I'll do it. What are you
Fear
doing?
is proof of a degenerate mind.
What are you doing? What are you doing? What? Why are you swinging like that? This is her room, huh? I'm not gonna steal money. The fact you can is kind of funny. Okay. Not stealing money. Uh-huh. I found something.
Fear is proof of a degenerate mind.
Hi.
What have you discovered? What? Really? I swear, I searched her room top to bottom and never saw that. I wonder how I could have missed it. Strange, but well done, I suppose. But it's odd. It was only a few months ago that Sentilla's friend Yulia let slip she was planning an escape of her own. And yet, Yulia's still here. You should go and speak with her. Find out if she knows anything. She lives in the villa next door.
Okay.
Keep an eye out for Scintilla, would you?
So, my man. Ave to your tool. I find it very interesting that those that have, not kept to the laws turn gold, basically.
Oh, the murder.
He's a gladiator. That's very interesting. That's very interesting. It's kind of a habit of mine, guys, if you haven't noticed already, that I go quiet. I am quiet when I'm... Warning, do not enter the Ostern. Because I want to let the game do the talking for me. Basically, I want the...
Fresh meat, huh? Hey, you're not thinking about going into the cistern, are you?
Not really.
Good. You'd be eaten alive, little runt like you. Nobody's told you about Hannibal? Ugh, why do I have to do everything round here? So, there was this guy called Hannibal, right? Funny accent. Used to go down into the cisterns looking for junk he could clean up and sell. One day, a few weeks back, he comes out and tells me the cisterns are haunted. Said he could hear
I like this guy
spirits
already.
wailing. Of course, nobody believed him, because who trusts a Carthaginian, right? Anyway, a few days later, he goes back in. And hours go by, and he hasn't come back out, yeah? So I go down after him, and it's dark. But in the distance, I can just make out his body, sprawled out on the ground. And hunched over him was something that made my blood run cold. No word of a lie. I saw a creature. Like the corpse of a man who'd been flayed. And it was eating Hannibal. What any sane person would have done. I legged it out of there and put a sign at the door to warn the others. Good idea.
Interesting. Very interesting. Very interesting. The fact that you can steal things in this game is hilarious. Okay, so truthfully, I don't know where the White Hall is. I don't know if it was up there or what. I'm a little confused. Because I don't want to go too far into this game and just randomly... and randomly, you know, spy. Also, we don't have a shadow. We're a vampire. So, I don't know. Hi.
Name's Rufius. Better watch your step.
I love it.
Can't talk long. Got to stay sharp, but... family's from Seleucia on Tigris. Babylon province. But I've been roaming a long time now. Even joined the legions. The 6th. The one they call Ironclads.
Ah, okay.
Same way as everyone else. Because we're all in grave danger. Is it not obvious? Magistrate made me toss it in the chasm. Stupid. Going to have to improvise now.
What is it, Connor? I'm literally so zoned into the game. What is it? What is it, Connor? I'm so invested into what's I don't know what's happening over here. Oh.
If we have to. I'll tell you this much. I hate the fact that my survival depends on the common sense of other people. Then you know what I'm talking about. I mean, all these people just bumble along like nothing's wrong, while we're one bad decision away from being wiped out. Like the last lot of people who lived here. Seems like I'm the only one ready for what's coming. Whatever that is. And when it hits, it's everyone for themselves. You've been warned. I don't know. But did you ever get the feeling some of these statues are watching us when we're not looking? Like they're waiting for something. I don't like it. Of course I am. Whatever.
I wouldn't worry about it too much, Connor. Okay? I wouldn't worry about it too much, because it's just a game. And we should, and I'm actually thoroughly enjoying it. It's a very cool game, but I don't know if I've reached the point where... I don't know. I don't know, but it's okay. But we are having fun, aren't we? Despite, we are having fun. Because I do like this game. So what do you guys think? Like, I like the game. I probably would totally play through this. Like, I'm hooked. I'm very hooked, but I don't know where exactly the White Palace is or whatever it is. You know? It does give me a Paradise Lost feel. And it does give me a it's okay, Connor. It's okay. I was you once too. We all have our time in life where everything is a live wire. It's okay. I do like this game though. Yeah, but I like it. I do like it. I'm trying to understand. Like, I get it, sort of. Kind of. So, yeah. I like it. I think we're going to stop here, though, because I don't know if we've gone too far or not. I really don't know. Why did you do that? Okay. Let's see. But yeah, I do like it. I do like it a lot, so I'm not sure what to do next. I think that'll be it, though.